who was the last person to come in? Was it Thomas or Jake?
It was Thomas.
Oh no.
They both
Where's
came
Mason?
in pretty
Where's
simultaneously while Sean was, murder hoboing.
Mason said he might be late, and that's okay.
It's Mason then.
Yeah, that sounds like it might be Mason.
Excuse me. Let's do it. Let's recap. We'll roll ahead. I mean, pretty big day, for the Perrinval crew last time. So
I printed off new sheets for Catawan, so I don't have my notes from everything that happened. But basically, we took on the Netherese labyrinth and got all the parts needed to take it to Oganzef Zernaya to build us a weapon. To build us a weapon to help defeat the beast. And what was it? It was Netherese Death Golem is what we were up against. And we conquered the ruins of Turo de Hell. We defeated the Netherese Death Golem with our sheer wit and good luck and magic, and we flew home without so much as really a scratch to be said. Well, except for Faith. Faith got a scratch, per usual, but pretty big scratch. But otherwise, everybody else kind of did all right. We got back when we came back home.
I have nothing to add to that. Does anyone else?
Was this a Faith game? I thought this was a Sika game.
He meant Sika.
Okay,
sorry.
I was like, wait, okay. What?
Yeah.
My bad, man. Sorry.
Does anyone want to add anything to that? I mean, Caber was a dragon. I'll just add.
Caber was a dragon.
Aaron has a gun.
Aaron has a gun now.
Aaron's got a gun.
And one less bag of sand.
And there's... Okay, yes. All right. Yeah, that's about it.
How many...
in fairness, Sika and Faith look pretty similar. They both got the horns going on,
That's racist.
Yes.
I mean, there's no comedic follow-up to that. That's just flat racist. Everything with horns looks the same.
I didn't say that they look the same. I'm just pointing out that Sean's characters are, for some reason, always really horny.
There it is.
Oh, yep.
There goes the ratings. Just to take stock, how many potions of true polymorph do we have left? I know I have one that hasn't been used.
You have 2.
I have 2?
You have... The whole group has 2.
Oh, the whole group has 2.
You had 5, you used 2, and then used another one, you have 2 left.
I think Ren has the other one because he just turned himself into a bug with druid magic, right?
Yeah.
So, weakness.
It's
good to know going forward.
There's one floating around somewhere.
Did you just say so weenus?
No, I don't think I did. Did I? I don't know. Wasn't paying attention. Anyway, don't look at the curtain. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Anyway. So we. I meant to say.
You all ride your friend Caber into Perrinval City just as the spell dissipates and Caber turns back into Caber, and you simply dismount from him. The people at the day gate are cheering along with the army, and you notice that there's a large army of Perrinval presence here at the day gate. It looks like they've reinforced the day gate and are forming a barricade all along the street of the last road. And you see a cavalcade out on the distance coming down from the hillside. Because of this, and because of the army's presence, and because it's a cold day outside in the fourth winter of Perrinval, but with the army's presence and it being daytime, people have gathered and they see that this is happening, and they're all gathering around on either side of the street. As this happens, the army actually marches this cavalcade up on either side of the road, and it kind of sort of forms a barrier so that, to protect you, and people approach you on horseback. And one of them is Hayon, and other people that you recognize, like Inner Bertinal, and They ride up to you, and immediately Hayon says, "Well done, friends. Well done." And it's the first time you've ever heard Hayon, like, I don't know, have emotion. But yeah, what do you all do?
Brother Hayon, how do you know what we have done exactly?
Well, the council, they sent you to get the object, and, well, is that not what that is?
Oh, yes. Brother Caber, you got the object. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Actually, I think Theron has it.
Theron has it. All
Theron's like holding it, like, yeah, and it's like
What
this
do I do
cube.
with my hand?
Yeah. Theron's had a bad, like, run of luck since he came here. He actually has done things that no one knows about. And then things kept getting worse and worse for Theron. Even though he was probably one of the most talented spellcasters in the city, and with the absence of Undil and Felsain, may be the most talented spellcaster. But, so yeah, he's probably not receiving all of this praise in a graceful way. And he does seem distracted. But he has the cube in his hand. And Hayon looks at you all and he says, "There's no time to waste. You should go to Felsain's tower at once." And there are other people in the cavalcade. One of them is a woman. She, let me see here. It would probably be... She's a woman that you recognize from the council. She sat on the right side, and she was an older woman. And she says, "Just a moment, my dear Hayon. I understand the urgency of our hero's mission, but surely they need time to rest, and we should put on a celebration for them." And everyone can give me a perception check.
21.
What's your perception bonus?
4.
Nice.
22.
Oh, Cadawan. Is it gonna be that? Is it gonna be one of those nights?
Hey, you never know.
Hopefully only for him.
Hopefully I'm getting it out of the way early.
This is true too. And
Just don't throw any steps in my
Others Ren
direction.
got 13. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Two people notice this, and I'm going to dim this out. So you have people talking to you that have approached you in this cavalcade, and then off in the snow you see a figure of someone stumbling in the snow away from the crowd.
Do I recognize them?
I think for Caber, no.
Can I tell anything about their clothing? Like, what type of stature they have? Are they walking slowly? Are they walking at a brisk pace? Are they carrying something?
Yeah, it looks like from this distance, just probably a few dozen feet off, away from the crowd, back from them, near the buildings that are kind of in shambles, what used to be called the last road or the last stop in the south part of town. Now on the edge of what's called the Monster Burrow. He is looks like a poor man who is ill-clothed for the cold day and the snow that he is stumbling and falling in. And he looks like he's like reaching out toward you all, but stumbling and falling back onto the ground.
Do I recognize him?
Make a difficult insight check. Very difficult.
All right. Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you've seen this guy before. Sika, when you've caroused on the west end of town and looked for work in the past, after the wounds and the incidents you had in the mine, this is old. Let's see. Let me find it here.
Just to be clear, is "old" part of his name?
No.
Old man Hibbert.
This is old man. This is old Elliot Ryad. He's just an old man, lives over on the west end of town.
Is he a dryad?
No, he's not a dryad.
Elliot Ryad, resident dryad. I'm sorry.
I crack up that you crack up about it, man.
Can we see if he's carrying anything?
He is not carrying anything.
Like, is he always unwell, or can I tell there's something wrong with him right now?
Looks like there's something wrong with him. You haven't seen him in a while. He's just like a middle-aged man that works on the west end of town. You don't know him that well, but you knew people down like in the near what's it called, the blooded Berg. And he kind of lived a little bit south of that, kind of in a slummy part of town. For the past few months, you haven't seen him. He doesn't look well, though. He doesn't look like he's doing well.
I just want to call out as he's approaching. Is that you? You can't be Elliot, can you? Because if you are, you look like you've been hit by a carriage or 5.
And he now lays motionless in the snow.
Guys, I think he might have been hit by a carriage or 5. And I'm just gonna like walk that way.
Hayon is like, I'm sorry, my friends, but this is a matter of utmost urgency for the kingdom. Listen, and Hayon like grabs your shoulder, Sika, like not in like a, just in a kind of like,
I'm gonna stop, but I'm gonna slap his hand too. I will do both things.
And then the stony expression returns to Hayon's face, and then he bends forward and he says, Sika, I will permit this offense, but you should know that we have reports. Our scouts are reporting that the demonic horde are preparing another offensive. The gates can't hold it this time. They'll break through. We may have days, or we may have hours.
That's great, Hayon. How about you be some help and go get Finkel from the Golden Nut and meet us at the tower?
Yeah, I guess we'll leave him to die in the snow for now. We should probably do that.
And then the old lady is like, surely we shouldn't meet at the tower. Let's meet at my estate, and we can get you warmed and have a nice drink for you and a good celebration for all of the grand deeds that you have done for our city, Lord Caber. Lord
I know it's not
Forfellow.
supposed to be... Sorry, I'm sorry for interrupting. I feel like I need to say this. I know it's not supposed to be used like this, but can I use danger sense, like Spidey sense, and figure out that she's probably a fucking demon? Because I feel like she's probably a fucking demon.
I'm sorry, what's danger sense?
It's the Berserker thing for having advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can da-da-da. But I want to use it like Spidey sense. Like, the player knows she's probably evil because she keeps trying to distract us from doing
what does it give you?
Advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
All right. Activate that ability, so if it has a certain number of uses, use it, and then make an insight check with advantage.
Alright, I'm down with that. Let's see. Holy crap, that's a 5 for the first one.
Oh,
and a 14 for the second one.
Oh boy. With the 14, it seems like this is just, you were at the Council of Perrinval, right? Sika,
yes.
Okay. This is just, this is one of the council members and one of the former kind of merchant overlords of Parabor, right? So like old money. And she has, she's just, this is kind of consistent for her. Her priority is to,
Party
party and schmooze you and kind of, curry your favor. You're one of the most powerful and important people in her whole world now. So she wants that from you.
Really cool thing.
Brother Hayon, if I do say so, we do need a night's rest at the very least. I'm not sure if we should go to this lady's estate manor, but if we could recoup ourselves at the Golden Nut and get a long rest, then maybe we will be more prepared for anything that Felsain's Tower might have in store for us.
I'd like to continue heading towards the corpse of this person that probably just died in the middle of the street.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to pan the camera. I'm going to stay with Katawan for a second. Katawan, make a... Sika, take an inspiration token, because I like that. And Katawan, make a persuasion check.
Oh man, not good. Not good.
Oh man.
You're getting them out early.
Yep. Hopefully. I don't know. It's 2 5s in a row. That takes talent. That's the Katawan special right there.
What's Ren doing?
Ren is hiding behind the tall members of the party.
She doesn't like this.
Not a big kind of deer in headlights mode.
Yeah.
Big crowds, lots of attention. She's kind of more of a witch in a hut kind of person.
She is, yes. Okay. Hayon has already dismounted, and he was talking to Sika, and he says, Lord Dihar, I don't think you understand the urgency of the situation. The army cannot hold the gates. The next time that the demonic army siege the walls, we won't be able to hold them back. And whatever you plan to do in that tower, it won't matter anymore. And but he's having already said his piece. He mounts back up on his horse, and he says, "I have to prepare for the defense. Someone must. And besides that, deal with half of this city." And then he whips the reins of the horse and rides off with a contingent of the army. And seeing that her offer was spurned as well, Lady Potts also has the rest of the cavalcade turn about and leave you to your own devices. And then meanwhile, I'll pan the camera over to Caber. Caber, you've left them. Let's see. No. Let's see. Caber, you kind of leave the crowd doesn't follow you. You kind of leave them at some distance. It's like maybe 50, 60 feet back, you know. They're talking and everything. You've got this cavalcade, and you've got the people and the soldiers. And so it's just you in the snow, and you have this old man who has, looks like his mouth has been busted up and blood is running out of his mouth, and his hand reaches up to you like this. He doesn't say anything at first.
I try to grab his hand, clutch it, feeling his cold fingers. I'd like to say, hey, it's okay, buddy. I got you. And try to cast Healing Word on him.
Your magic flows through his hand, and you can actually see the warmth and color and the even the pain return back into his hand, and as he breathes. And then he looks at you, and he's able to see you with clear eyes, and he says, "Is that That bard that sang to us in the cave?
Yeah, that'd be me. It's good to see you. You're not doing so well, are you? Where are you heading?
I came to get help. My wife is dying. I'm dying. I lost my son. My daughter went to find him. I just needed help.
Okay, well, hang on a second. I'm gonna try to like lift him up and put his arm around my shoulder, so I can try to walk him back to like the street. And once we get within like earshot of everyone else, like, people of Perrinval, this man needs your help. I want to help him, but I don't have the time. I need help from you all to get him what he needs.
I think a couple of things happen, and then you can kind of like choose what to do with it, okay? First of all, he tries to like take his arm around your shoulders, but then he's too weak and he falls in the snow and you start to drag him. You can make a athletics or a strength check to see if you can carry him.
That is a 17.
And Katawan, when you look at Caber approaching you, you see a like there used to be this. When I think of Caber, like when he started out, I think of that drawing you made. I'm pretty sure you drew it like literally, and
yeah.
That's how like Thomas. Do you remember that drawing?
I think so. Yeah.
It was like his arms were like this big, and he had like buck teeth and like shoes like an elf and stuff. And yeah, but now when I think of Caber, I think of like I think of it like this. I think it's this one. Yeah, this. I think of him like this. And so like you see a man who like has biceps, and he's holding this old man in his arms as he's approaching you all, and he calls out to the crowd, but the crowd just cheers you more because they can't hear you over the sound of the cheering that they're doing for you. They can't even hear your words.
I'd like to I don't know, I have like several instruments. I guess I'll pick a horn and like blare it loudly in like a call that they would usually use for like an alarm of the city, and then try to use that to like.
You also have a signal whistle.
I also have a signal whistle, but I think the horn would be louder. Try to silence the cheering so I could get their attention and tell them what I need. Tell them.
Yeah. Let's see here. You do that, and that works. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. There we go. Just took a while. A halfling approaches you out of the crowd, and parts of the crowd, they go silent where you're at near where the cavalcade was, and says, he says, Lord Furfellow, we will do anything for you. Just ask.
Listen to this man and heed his words as if they were my commands. Okay? He needs your help.
They all gather around you, and they take the old man, and they, like someone else, a half-elf with a set of spectacles comes up and starts checking him. You know, it seems like maybe trying to see like if he's okay. They start to someone takes one of their cloak, and they wrap the man, and you see everyone suddenly giving kindness to this man, yeah.
Then I whistle for Strawberry so I can join the others.
All right.
I'll imagine Strawberry is kind of like Shadowfax, where like if I just whistle for her, she shows up out of nowhere.
Oh, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you whistle, and Strawberry shows up, and yeah. What do you all? What does Ren and Sika and Katawan do when you see this?
look on in earnest admiration of Caber and the fine fellow he is.
Whenever the crowd goes up to the gentleman, and he's got the guy with the spectacles and everything, could Ren like sort of sneak in with the crowd and examine this individual and try to determine what's wrong with him?
Sure. Make a medicine check.
I have medicine skills. Sometimes I do. 21.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this man is clearly showing the signs of poison. He has been poisoned. And also, you have seen this before. You said, what did you say? What did you get?
21.
21, okay. The indications are after being warmed and healed, as they're starting to attend to him, as his blood flow returns and color returns, it doesn't entirely, and it looks like he's having trouble breathing, and there's discoloration on his hands and like under his eyes and places. That indicates that he's poisoned, and around his mouth. The other thing you can tell, do you touch him?
Sure.
Okay. Acting like one of the crowd. They all, I mean, unless you're trying to sneak up and do this, I think they know who you are at this point.
I'm not attempting to be super sneaky, but also just like kind of, not necessarily successfully, but kind of attempting to not stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, and
sort of moving with the crowd.
It would have worked if you hadn't rode into town on a dragon. And so, like, everyone, like, kind of definitely backs up and, like, whispers and stuff like that as you check him, and you, like, kind of lift him up to check, like, where the discoloration might be, and to look at his, like, to check his breathing and stuff. You see hair in places that a human shouldn't have hair.
Interesting. Am I able to determine what type of poison was used?
That would be, I would do another medicine check, and it will be extremely difficult.
I do have proficiency with an herbalism kit, if that helps me at all.
Yeah, add your, do the medicine check and then add your proficiency bonus. Actually, let's do it at advantage.
All right. Either of those are acceptable. Advantage. All right. That is a 16.
16. No, you're not able to tell. And
brutal.
But what you're able to tell is that this this poison is pretty serious. Or at least that's what it seems like. It seems like something that is meant to kill, you know, like a hemlock or something like that that's meant to really put someone down. You can take an inspiration token for that, and Caber, you can take an inspiration token.
Oh, wow, that'd be great if I wasn't already inspired. What about the hair? Does the hair have any significance to me? Just hair.
You mean like where it's growing in places where a
Yes.
person, like for example, along the neck, all the way through here, and it's a bristly, dark, spiky kind of hair. It doesn't seem human in nature.
Yeah, does that have any... Is that just like something I observe, or
Sorry,
am I,
yeah.
as a druid, able to make a connection to anything?
Well, you've seen that this happen, people that have come and gone in Perrinval City. I think Ren would know this, that Perrinval City suffers from a lycanthropy problem.
Oh. Learn something new every day. What do you know? All right. Well, I'll sort of shuffle away back to the party and sort of jerk a thumb back his way, and I'll say, that gentleman has been poisoned. I don't have anything I can do for it. I'm not spec'd to healing.
The spectacled man, he also comes up to you all, and he says, "Pardon me, my lords. but I am a physician here in town, and I have also examined the man, and I have to say his symptoms are strange, and I don't think that we can help him. And I must warn you that the people I have seen like this have turned, and I think that it's best sometimes to simply let them go.
Well, that's kind of dark. Tabor, what do you make of that?
Gerald, just do what you can.
Absolutely.
Writing on.
Do we all know that the city has a lycanthropy problem?
Cabor probably wouldn't. Yeah.
I mean, I would have known it for a while because there was even that one lady outside the warehouse that we knew was troubled with it.
Well, if it isn't common knowledge, then Ren would also additionally point out, I think he may be a lycanthrope. I know a thing or two about changing shape, and I'm not certain, but he's hairy.
Oh, the problems of Vale. They never cease to amaze or...
would I have noticed anything from mercenary days that there were probably lycanthropes in the city?
Yeah, I mean, you've seen this being a problem. Actually, yeah, Cabor knew this was a thing too. So yeah, this is something that is a known issue. Also, Hayon told you all about this at one point.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like an illness, a plague almost, and it's changing people into creatures.
Well, add that to the list of problems that we have to clean up around the city. Team, what do you think we ought to do first? Should we go straight to Felsain's tower or get a good night's rest?
We could rest in Felsain's tower. Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
we can rest. You want to rest in Felsain's tower?
You can try.
I'm almost dead, but I've also got a handful of potions, so...
I know I'm not exactly a resident expert on towers or Felsain, but I don't know, how dangerous can a tower be? What's our problem here? What's our obstacle?
Well, OOC, like player to player here, mutant fucking squirrels. For one.
Oh, player to player. I know that Felsain's a crazy person.
I know. I'm just being a smartass. I'm sorry. Fucking squirrels, man.
Okay. So, I'm down one spell, and it's my big bad spell, the biggest, 4th level spell. But I could probably get some sleep, or we could keep going. I'm leaving it up to you all.
I don't care. We can do whatever.
I'm not really missing anything but one rage and a lot of health, but I mean, whether I rest or use the potions, I'm probably gonna lose it again.
I'm down like 50% of my spell slots, but I don't care if we rest or not at this point. I think like there's no downside really to resting because we're already pushing the limit of time. Like basically, Hayon's like, "Hey, the city's doomed tomorrow, just so you know." So I'm like, "Okay, well, if it's doomed tomorrow anyway, then we're not."
I'd like to turn deadpan to Katawan and just be like, "Do you even remember the password?"
No, I do not. What was the password again? It was a book, wasn't it?
I think so. Man, it was a masterwork. I should have written it down. Wait a minute, how far back does this chat go?
Alright, so you guys gonna take a long rest at the...
I believe that is the plan now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'd say so.
Alrighty. When you get there at the Golden Nut Tavern, It's the middle of the day. There are, as usual, a lot of soldiers in here. Kirtland Huckus is no longer there. Let's see here. Do you do anything? First of all, does Caber offer them food and room? You certainly have.
I don't think he says anything because he just assumes they understand that at this point.
When you leave that area near the day gate, or north of the day gate, you notice people were taking that person somewhere, you know, and attending to them. And then, yeah, so you make it up to Defender's Hill after, you know, riding your horses. Doesn't take long on horseback, 20 minutes or so to get up there. And so you're saying everybody, it's like their house now. It's like Mikasa, Sukas, or whatever. Okay. Yeah. Do you all do anything before you go to sleep?
I want to make sure Finkel's still there.
Okay. Let's see.
Unless Haon's already gathered him to go to the tower.
Well, actually, yeah, that's what you told Haon to do. So I guess, yeah, he's at the tower.
Make sure Haon did his job. That's all.
So, you mean Felsain's tower?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, eventually they're just going to come back, because you guys aren't going to the Felsain's tower.
We are in the morning.
Okay.
Cool. They can just wait outside. That's fine. We'll be there.
They totally went there and like stood there for like an hour or so. Like Haon is like, just wait. I know that they will come. And Finkel's like, I don't know. We've been standing here in the cold for a long time. My toes are really stiff. And Haon's like,
before Catalan goes to sleep, he sends a message to Haon saying that we were staying the night at the Golden Nut. Sending.
You receive no message in reply, but eventually you hear rustling in the cupboard. And know that unless something else is in there, that it must be Finkel.
I'm just picturing the whole party having a Home Alone moment where we're just like...
Wait, isn't there something else in the cupboard now? Wasn't there something that there's something about, like, there was another thing you all were collecting at some point. No?
Finkel was setting up a laboratory in there. It's turning it into like his own domain.
Yes. I thought there was like another... No, wait, you killed that creature. I think that's what it was. Okay, go ahead.
How many creatures has Caper killed?
Just tell him, hey, you're coming with us to the tower. And then...
Okay! And you guys...
We'll actually show up this time.
Alright. Let me just get his token. I'll get everybody's tokens.
Would it be metagamey to resend the password to Catalan? I found it in the chat logs.
Well, I'll message you privately and roll 20. Let's see, is it /W
space C for Sika?
I have two Sikas. I have one with a comma and one without a comma. Does that matter?
I don't know. Let's try it out.
Test. Did that work?
I'm so far back in the log. Yes, that did work.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay. So you guys go to the tower? Is that right?
Yes.
Alrighty.
We successfully long rest.
Yes, you did.
Excellent.
And it's the next day.
Press some long rest buttons.
Let me see if I have this right.
Man, I've got some crazy spells now.
Oh no. Roll20's doing some new thing I don't understand. I guess they've updated it. I'm sorry. There's like a new Roll20 thing. And I'm worried that you all aren't going to see it. I'm going to put you here and see if you can see stuff. Oh, dear. Oh, did they just, like, get rid of legacy lighting entirely? And there's just no legacy lighting now?
I'm still on the screen with the tower picture.
I know. I haven't moved you over yet because I was, like... I didn't have dynamic lighting on this. I had, like, normal lighting. And, it looks like... Oh, wait, this does have dynamic lighting. Well, I'll put Explorer mode on then. Bam, that should work. I'm going to move you guys over. And... Does that look right or make sense? Or is it dark and black to everybody?
It's dark and black.
I do see a section where we're at the very bottom.
Oh,
Okay.
look, I can see me and nothing else.
Really?
Yep. I can see a token.
Well, it's not that important, so let me see if I can just get rid of the lighting stuff on this. Roll20 changed something. I didn't expect it. Not really that important. How's that? Can you see everything now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. You make it after on horseback. What do you do when you wake up?
I go get myself some freshly picked fruit.
Hmm.
And I get Finkel up. And I go to Strawberry. And I brush her. And I head that way.
You find Finkel to be like really frustrating to get up. Even though he's like 800 years old, he's like sort of like like a toddler when it comes to trying to get out of bed and move and go and do things. He's like, no, I want to sleep more, and like he tries to keep the cupboard closed and stuff when you try to like open it.
So he behaves like you'd expect an 800-year-old man to.
Okay,
Yeah,
actually, that's a true. That's a good point.
Toddler's like, get me out of this bed. Like,
Toddler wears diapers. 800-year-old man wears diapers.
Ooh.
You know, it's all the same.
is there probably?
Okay. Do you have Finkel? Yeah. Do you have Finkel just like kind of ride on Strawberry behind you, or in front of you?
No, I make him ride with Theron since Theron likes him so much.
Oh, he loves it. Theron's like really grateful that you're willing to let him ride with Finkel. And they talk the entire time. A 30-hour horse ride. They go, and he's like, the key to different spellcasting ingredients doesn't always lie in the material themselves. You see, I once wrote a treatise on this in the Arcane Tower for the Arcane Brotherhood. It's all about the number of parts, you see. Numbers themselves are magical. The type of number in sequence can actually change the type of spell, which will allow you, and like they just go on like this the entire time. And Theron is just like enraptured.
That was really good, just saying. That was really good.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure you actually meant 30 hour.
Yeah, I was thinking that it took 30 hours to ride from
The Golden
Did I
Nut
say
to
30
Felsain's
hours?
Yeah, he's
You
30
did. I was
hours.
just like, wait, what?
Man, wait, how far is away
Michael
the
and
tower?
meant
Aaron
30
just
minutes,
started
but-
riding in a circle, and we were like,
Yeah.
we just left them.
I actually like that image. So yeah, we're at the tower, and those two are just
It's
going in
for
a circle.
30 hours. Well, anyways, 30 minutes later, you make it to the entrance to Felsain's tower. And let's see. This tower, actually, it would be better. This doesn't even serve. Actually, you know what? I don't need this. We're just going to do this. It is immense. And when you are standing beneath its huge double doors, entrance is made of sturdy iron, the entire door. And it itself towers above you. When you look up the sheer surface of this tower, Baroque though its relief be, just like straight up, it makes you dizzy to look up. Actually, do you know the password?
Not off the top of my head, and I don't have it written in my notes.
Well, crap. What do you guys do?
I'd like to begin ritual casting Magic Mouth.
How long? It takes like an hour to do a ritual.
I believe a ritual is 10 minutes plus the casting time, which is 1 minute. So it'd be 11 minutes.
All right. Yeah. Tell me how you use Magic Mouth.
So I'm going to use it twice, actually, so it'd be 22 minutes. First one, I'm going to scream at this golden coin in my hand, like top of my lungs, just scream at it. Because that's part of the ritual, is I have to give it some type of message as part of the spell, and it's repeated at the same volume. So I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs at a golden coin. And the trigger of the spell is if one of my friends is targeted by a spell. So the coin will scream, and the plan is that maybe it'll be a distraction for the spellcaster. And then the second one, I'm gonna have a drinking glass, and I'm gonna whisper into it, and I'm gonna whisper "danger, danger, danger" into it, and then the trigger will be if a creature that is not one of my friends or myself gets within 10 feet of it, and then it'll whisper "danger, danger, danger" whenever that is triggered.
Okay, so
I
you'll let me know about the first one, right? Unless I say, make a saving throw, and then you'll remind me. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, both of them pretty
The
easy.
second one, I'm going to make a note of danger, 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 and it's if someone who is not a friend or what else?
Or myself gets within 10 feet, and I can't be holding them while they're active. Like it's a permanent spell unless it's dispelled, but it only works if it's not being worn or
Stationary.
carried.
Right. So you put the cup right down next to you guys where you're gonna kind of work on this. You said it's a cup, right? That you put the second one on. The first one's a gold coin, and Finkel is standing next to Sika, and it's down. He's like ankle height for you, and he's like he tugs on your calf, your hoof. I don't know what you got going down there. But anyways, he's like, ooh, Magic Mouth. That's a classic. I once met the man who invented that spell.
Wait, did you say he tugs on Sika's leg?
Yeah, on her her ankle.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a cow leg. Yeah, like you're really old, little man.
Yes, I am. And anyways, what is everybody else doing?
I mean, I'm just kind of waiting for something to happen.
Hoping Catawan's looking through his notes and like, what did she say it was?
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
So
I'm like,
he's
gouging.
You're like flipping through a book.
I'm straight up not telling you how I found it.
you see Caber like going ah! like to a gold coin for like 10 minutes, and then what is Ren doing while they're doing these things?
Just like Witcher meditation, just kind of knees on the ground, waiting patiently for her to be needed.
All right. Yeah. Well, you've got your magic mouth stuff now, and Catalwan, you don't find, or you do find, or you let me know. So what's the plan? What are you guys going to do?
I'm going to go up and knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and some things happen.
Roll for initiative. If Felsain accidentally TPKs the party before one of my characters accidentally TPKs the party, I'm gonna be a little miffed.
Well, no concern then. No concern there then, because if it's Felsain's fault, it probably wasn't an accident.
Also, Felsain's somewhere else right now, so...
He says, having just taught a coin to scream, standing in front of her own magic tower.
Caber thinks that Catalan asked for permission, so he's fine with it. He's just like, alright, she'll let us in. It's no problem.
Yep, there's no adventure to be had here. Just get in and get out. 15-minute adventure.
Yeah, he did ask for permission, and then he forgot the password.
Hey, Finkel, we just need to be at the top of the tower, right?
That's right, I think.
So we could be at the top of the tower from the outside?
I've already tried that. This entire building is a nexus in the multiverse. That's what I was trying to say before. This is not what you think it is. Why, the outside structure was made by, looks like some human kingdom or engineering, but the inside is not.
Okay. So we can't get to the top of the outside?
No.
It's a yes or no question. Okay, that's all I wanted. Thank you. Turn back to the others.
Why is everyone so mean to me?
I bet
Why
on the back.
can't we get to the top? What would happen if we tried to scale the side or to fly?
Is there not a parapet? Is there not a parapet or some sort of space to land
as
on
I
top?
was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted, this is not actually a tower. It's an illusion. This is a nexus in the multiverse. It's a tear, a sinew where the multiverse connects across multiple planes of existence. That's why the ritual would be effective here if we could make it to the top. But you can't simply go to the top. You have to go through the tower itself. What you're seeing isn't what is actually happening.
Can you show us what's actually here?
Well, I would need to be inside the tower.
What happens if you try to go up to the top?
I tried.
And what happened?
Oh, well, you look like you're going to the top. I have a flying contraption, you see. And when I flew, suddenly I was on on the opposite side. Or, in one instance, I actually ended up inverted, upside down in the air. I had to save myself. And that's how I got captured.
And isn't that how some bird folk stole his flying contraption?
I found it. I found it. I found it. Sorry for interrupting. Just wanted to let you know.
So wait, it's cool that he found it and all, but somebody already knocked on the door. Aren't things happening?
Yeah, I sent you a message.
Yet?
Oh, you did? Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. Hey, I kind of want to run this by you, but I kind of just want to fucking do it and say it's done.
No, don't do it. Send me a message.
Yeah.
Where the frick is the thing I'm looking for? Wait, anyways, Thomas, you were saying something.
Brother, sister, I found it. The lady and the orc.
How does it make Catalan feel? Like, to see his people objectified in that way? I mean, never mind. Don't answer that question.
I didn't write the book.
Thank you for not
That's
making
true.
me
You
answer
didn't
that
write the
question.
book. This is true.
The door talks, and it's kind of mean.
Okay, I'd like Sean just like, can we make the password the lady and the orc don't kink shame? Can we make that the full password?
Yes, including
that's
punctuation.
Nice.
That's like, there's a pause. The lady and the orc don't kink shame.
Dot.
Yeah.
Why does it sound like you're having an aneurysm right now? Like, it's pretty
Yes, I am.
it's on camera.
Aha. Okay. So you say this. Is that right, Catalan?
Yes.
All of a sudden, magical energy surrounds the door. And you see like this rotating dweomer. And a person appears in front of the door as it opens.
I think the answer was yes. You can just ignore that.
And I have to find this person. Because they're like... Let's see here. This one, this one, this one. Aha! Aha, I think. Oh, goodness. She's not there either. Anyways, Felsain appears in front of the door. Having been ripped through the plains back to this location by the device she had placed here.
And she appears doing this,
Now I need to actually find her.
and she looks at Katawan and she just says, "You forgot the password, didn't you?"
Well, it was a very derogatory statement, so
Well, I didn't write the book, and it's a good book.
There she is.
Felsain! Caber comes up trying to get her.
Ever!
Oh yeah, they're besties. I fucking forgot this is miserable. Oh no. Why?
Wait, doesn't he look different now?
I mean, he looks like he's like packed on some muscle and stuff. He looks pretty manly. I mean, if that's what you mean.
All right. I'm just gonna like not say anything about it. I'm just gonna accept it and move on.
Hey, we needed to get to the top. This annoying guy needs to put that little doodad at the top. Stop some demons.
If I remember right, didn't Felsain help arrest him the first time?
No, that was a different character you had.
Oh, that's right. That was Gaijog. Okay. All right. Well, let's go to the tower. Watch out for squirrels.
Caber like looks around like, okay.
I'm gonna
They eat
put all your
the
tokens
bullets.
together so I can kind of. There are a lot of people here now. And then Finkel's like, well, it looks like the door is open. Perhaps you can summon me again when the ritual is ready.
No,
Wait,
You're
I'm
from what-
sorry. What do you mean?
Well, I have very important business to attend to. You didn't
yeah, saving the Vale is our important business. You're not going anywhere.
Well, it's rather important, but there's also other things happening in the multiverse.
Okay. But you're going to prioritize this over that, okay? It's for the better of everything.
Well, you'll have to convince me of that.
I am right now.
There is a horde of demons outside our gates, getting ready to attack at a moment's notice.
Responsible for not saving the people of Paranval.
No, I don't think so. Let me...
I do think so.
Send me a message when you're ready for the ritual. And he
No, we
disappears.
can't do that. Oh, I hate him so much.
It's unfortunate that we don't have anyone larger than him who could carry him.
I have to pee. I'll be right back.
I choose to ignore.
Testing.
Hello.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right. And we're back from our commercial break. Okay. So,
So Felsain's leading us through her tower.
okay, let's do it.
I mean, leading might be a strong word.
Yeah, so, Felsain, do you want to kind of tell him what you know about the tower other than just squirrels? I can hop in where needed on that. But
Felsain will happily do that, but Sean doesn't remember much.
Well, very convenient thing on that, you see. Felsain doesn't know much. She has hired people to come in and try to clear the tower, and none of them have succeeded. At one point, you developed a really shady business proposition with Haon, where you started making money off that and using it as a training device. It proved to be pretty fatal, and so eventually you had to kind of stop doing that. You do know about the first 3 floors, and you suspect, I think I have the thing here actually. You've tried to scry as well, right? Use magic to figure out what's on beyond on other floors. But there are wards blocking the floor. Probably Felsain doesn't know that it's not exactly a tower. She probably hasn't figured that out, except you heard them, talk about it, and you heard Finkel talk about it. You know that each floor, you have a book for the 4th floor, and it's in your possession. And I will show that to you now. Also, quick bookkeeping question. Do you want to continue to play Sika? And you can, because and my reasoning for that is that I want you to be able, if you want, to play both Felsain and Faith. So if you want to try playing 2 characters, you can, but if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I am down to try.
Sounds good. Okay. So, yeah, you have this book, and you know that the book acts as a sort of a ritual on the floor that would allow you access to other floors. There's something about the book. The tower itself is full of books. And that's probably the worst thing is, like, if you could access the tower, you'd have access to all these books. And you've never been able to figure it out. But if you use the book on the 4th floor and figured out how to unlock it, you think that's the scheme that Ilaria set up on subsequent floors. A book that somehow is the key to the floor to continue.
Okay.
And the entrance. Let's see. The first floor. The first 3 floors, I'll just kind of, about them, Felsain, are just like well-decorated rooms. The 2nd floor has estate rooms and places to stay. You've cleared those out of monsters. They had monsters in them, and you hired people to come in and clean them out. Somebody did. I think Sika was on that. Because Thomas had, you had... Draco. Yeah. So anyways, the 3rd floor is a room full of documents, books, and records, which you have since collected and organized, and I gave all those to you. And that's where the squirrels were.
Fucking squirrels.
Yeah. And then
I still have something from the squirrels too, I believe.
You could go to the 4th floor, but you're certain, and I'll actually put, this is also a secret.
Yes, I still have a sample of mushrooms born of demon squirrel book thieves.
I think that's rabies.
Probably. Yes, that is a secret that I now know. Thank you.
Okay. So you know that you could go to the 4th floor, and there's nothing of note on the first 3 floors. And I need a book for this. I need a Dungeons and Dragons book.
You know, we really don't use those very often, so I'm surprised and amazed.
I actually use the DMG constantly.
But very rarely do we ever pull other books into this.
Well, we do now, and that's not the. This is the first
into
of
it.
many.
I mean, I may like tweaking rules to work things out like freaking Spidey sense, but I love doing the books too.
I like that you turned an old woman into a dexterity saving throw.
What?
Because I Spidey sense the old lady.
All right, so what are we doing?
I mean, Felsain's pretty much into it now. She's like, "All right, let's go. I want to get higher in the tower. I want more books."
I light my lantern and follow.
You light your lantern, and you
Assuming
follow.
it's in here.
That's probably smart.
Shame that Din isn't here. He's an old pro at climbing staircases.
Stairs, man.
Except
It used
that
to
one
be
time.
it used to be cliffs and chasms, and now it's stairs. That's my thing. I do stairs now. What would be good for this? I feel like something, you know, kind of like this or something. As you climb the stairs through the 3 floors, you all see that the first floor has very fine furniture, and you know, it's like a mansion. And then you get to this, and so you have these, like, you know, imperial style double staircases that then double back, you know, onto another floor, and then you get to the 2nd floor, and you have a winding corridor with the staterooms that loop around in a circular way, and then the stairs continue up, and then it goes into this stone area. The 3rd floor is stone with huge, like, the ceilings have these bookcases that are actually of stone, and they're full of books and records and papers. You've got stacks of papers on the floor. Felsain, what do you say as they pass through your home, you know, on the way to the 4th floor?
In all my years studying under Ilaria, I never understood the impracticality of this building.
Yeah, that's right. Felsain actually is the last and only surviving student of Ilaria Fellcayn.
Yeah, Jesus. I keep forgetting that those 2 meat shields weren't students of Ilaria's.
Nope, they're all gone. Perrin and Lucas, the half-orc bard, who made lots of fart jokes. He didn't make it very far into the campaign.
Yeah, that wasn't somebody who still plays with us, was it?
No, it's
that
not.
was, yeah.
All right, and then we've got Caber, who you said that you turn on your lantern. Is that right? And that's 30 feet of light, bright light.
I'd have to look again.
That's okay.
Well,
30 feet's fine. It's plenty of.
It's more than that, but
Oh, I'll do 60 feet. Doesn't matter.
let me look.
You look.
It is 30 feet of bright light with 30 feet of dim light.
Okay. 60
total.
feet
Yep.
of additional dim light.
Yep,
Low
yep.
light for 60 feet. So it should show up kind of like this. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put you all back here.
Both my characters have dark vision.
I mean, Caber has dark vision too, but dark vision sucks in process games. So
Shots fired.
it's more just like observation made. That's what I'm trying to say. Or not made, rather.
Hey.
Hey.
As you ascend the staircase to the 4th floor, you see an almost alien, elven kind of graceful, geometric architecture to the stairs, and you see all sorts of portraits on the walls, and there are gigantic cobwebs here, and they are covering the room in your lantern light.
Brothers and sisters, if I were a betting man, I'd say there's spiders on this floor.
They could be nearby, but, you never know. They could have up and ran out of food.
We don't have that kind of luck,
See
Caber.
anything?
Does anything in here remind me of the Kingdom of Light?
I'll get back to you. Don't, Rin, what were you saying?
I can't see anything.
Oh, thank you.
It's all blackness.
I'm sorry. I will fix that. Not only should you be able to see, but you are a elf, right?
With 60 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, so you should be able to see dim shapes and things in the distance. Nonetheless, you see under the lantern light. How's that?
Oh, wow, look. Light.
For Felsain said, "Let there be light," and thus Ren could see in the dark.
Yeah, Caber. I don't think it would require any insight check for you to look back on the portraits and notice that the figures in the portraits are elves. And they have the narrow, sort of gaunt and stretched appearances of the Enact family.
Ah, great. Felsain, is it true that we need a book to go any higher?
As you get here, you see something. You see a fountain, and surrounding the fountain on either side are giant sacks of something with a stretchy material around them. Looks like things that have been bound up in this spider silk.
So this is the 4th floor?
This is the 4th floor. You've never been up here. And
Then my answer is yes!
Alright, so we're in the need of a book to go higher. Is that correct?
Felsain,
Yes.
you have that book.
I have that book.
And you have it on you.
Yes, I pull out a deep and creeping darkness.
And do what with it?
And I don't. Does it like? Is it like a hollow book? Is there something in it?
Do you open it?
I do open it.
All right. You open the book.
And nothing happens?
And then all of a sudden, 3 pages fly up out of the book. And with a shredding sound, they tear out of the binding of the book. And 2 of the pages, like, fly over to this side of the room. And then they start to fold, like origami. And they fold and they fold. And they fold until eventually they fold out into, like, 2-dimensional shapes. And then it continues to fold into tinier and tinier shapes until they are not geometric, and then finally not even geometric, but completely 3-dimensional until the shape of 2 people appear. And one of them looks to the other, and he says, I'm sorry, the elf, this one right here. He looks to the other one and he says, Lucas? Oh, where are we? And then all of a sudden you hear echoing from further on in the stairs. And these people, they see you and they get to their feet. What do you do?
Excuse me, brothers. Were you two trapped in a book by any chance? You all just kind of came out of this book that Felsain opened up.
Felsain's just gonna mutter, "Fuck, I hope the story still makes sense."
Oh, a book? Lucas? And the other man is like, Astra, I don't know where we are. And the skittering sound grows louder, and they hear it behind them. You can see them become startled, and they start to like back up towards you, seeing that you're at least not these skittering sounds.
I give them directions to go back downstairs. I give them directions to find their way out.
They do that, and they go to the door, and as soon as they reach the door, Theron is there, and Theron looks at them and he says, "It won't do any good." And sure enough, they pull on the door, and the door doesn't open.
Sika would like to ready an action.
What's that?
I want to be prepared to throw a flask of alchemist's fire towards the skittering when the inevitable spiders appear.
Can we go this way, away from the spiders?
Yeah. Yeah, you can go that way.
All right.
Oh, is this Theron?
Theron is
No,
that's me.
That's Ren.
Oh.
Yeah. And just as you approach this staircase on this end, you actually see a huge net of webbing coming down from the ceiling, and then something like, you hear like a slick, and then like something like slide.
There.
Huh?
I told Theron throw a fireball up there.
All right, yeah, and let's see. Everybody can roll for initiative, and we can. Let's see. I'll roll for Theron real quick, and I'll just roll for the rest of them. 12. And Caber?
I got a 19.
Ren?
I got a 19.
What are your all's dexes?
15.
14.
Okay.
Well, I lied. Mine's 15 as well.
Sika?
Sika got a 12.
Okay. And Katawan?
11.
And I'm going to roll for these things. Oh dear.
Did you roll for Theron too?
I did.
And Felsain had a 13.
Oh, Felsain got a 13. Okay. Caber, you're able to act first.
And Sika had an action readied.
Oh yeah, what was that again?
Throwing an alchemist fire flask.
Alright, you throw the flask of alchemist fire. Is it a saving throw?
Yeah, it's a 10 dex save for half damage.
Is it within range? I'm sure it is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Assume.
40 feet? Yeah, that's fine. And looks like it's saved. It's got a 16.
Okay, then it takes 1 fire damage. That wasn't useful at all.
It takes 1 fire damage. Yeah. And let's see. Actually, I can do this cool thing where I actually subtract it on here.
And you guys just hear Felsain like smacking her on the shoulder. Don't use fire in a library.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, let's set the room that you're locked in on fire. Caber.
Caber is gonna hook his lantern on his hip, both hands on his flute, make a wide stance, kind of crouch down, and just puff as hard as he can into his flute, casting Shatter. Let's see, range of 60 feet. So yeah, I'm going to hit the spider directly. It makes a Constitution saving throw.
It fails.
All right, how many D8 do I get at this level? I get that many D8. That is awful, god awful. Gosh dang it. That is 14 thunder damage.
14 thunder damage. That leaves it with this match, I think, if my math isn't that bad.
How awful was it? Did you roll 14d8?
No, I rolled 4d8 and I rolled really low on them. I'm gonna go ahead and use my movement to get up into range, and then with my offhand, I'm gonna draw my rapier.
Nice. Rin.
I think I will cast Spike Growth.
All right.
Yep, I've wanted to do this forever, and now we've got the right conditions. I want to cast Spike Growth behind us.
Ah, I remember Spike Growth.
Covers a 20-foot radius area in spikes.
Oh, wait. Where behind you? My bad.
That's a great question. Just vaguely behind us. I mean, that's a 20-foot area, vaguely.
Yeah. All right. I'll just...
Basically covering that space, yeah.
All right.
Picking our
DM,
bones.
what I see accurate?
All those spiders, yeah.
Okay. Caber, like, literally screams a blood-curdling scream when he gets up here. There's, like, 900 of these things up here!
Oh.
Oh, all of their health went down. Why is that? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm just that good.
All right. Let's see. That makes it their turn.
I'll move up here a little bit, and then my turn.
This thing descends down. It plops down off the ceiling after it's been hit, and it like skitters up to Caber, hungrily. And I'm gonna do their movement first. Yeah, what is? That's a great question. Only a few of them.
Well, technically, like, if this is the right size, only 2 of them can even fit in this space.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they can't. They all like crowd up here like that. That's exactly what happens. Except these, which seem to back up. And I'm not going to spin them around. I'm just going to kind of move them where they're going right now. Like this.
Felsain does not seem to have her dark vision active, or I don't have permission, maybe? I don't know.
I'll fix that. Thank you for letting me know. Where's Felsain? There she is. It was in the days before technology. Wait, that's not right. Not bright light. I need her to see, and I need night vision, 60 feet, and she's got Fey ancestry. And it dims, and that's it. Okay. Now you should be able to, can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see. I think 3 of them can attack.
Actually a really great horror moment, because we get to watch the guy who has our light get consumed.
What's Caber's AC?
15.
15. Let's see. One of them hits. So you take... I'll roll for it. You like that, right?
Yep.
You like it to be random?
Yep.
So that would be 8 damage. 8 piercing damage. And make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 17.
Nice, you pass. Nothing happens. It strikes into you, and you're able to bear through it. That makes it Felsain's turn.
We're all doomed. Felsain is just gonna kind of like walk casually this way for the 30 feet ish, and damn it, and just get up here and just be like, oh, and she interrupts what she was saying because she was going to try and mend the book and see what happens to the two people. But upon seeing the spiders, she's going to cast Bonfire right here.
Okay.
And it is a Dex 14 save.
Gosh darn it, I couldn't see it. Let's see, Dex 14 save. They both fail.
Alright, 5 fire damage each.
Alright.
And then yeah, that's all she's gonna do. She's gonna keep like fumbling with the book while trying to keep the spell up.
Let's see. The next person able to go is Sika.
She's gonna just follow everybody up, and she's gonna. Is this one still alive? I assume. Yes.
Yes.
She's gonna
These hit
start
points are wrong, but go ahead.
trying to kill. I don't see no hit points at all, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna take your word for it. But yes, time for violence. So she's going to rage, rage.
Nice.
Hit the little thingy, and I get to do my little wild surge. And 6 is... Until your rage ends, you are surrounded by a multicolored protective light. You gain +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, allies gain the same bonus.
Plus what to AC?
+1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty
So
cool.
yeah, you all get rainbow aura thing. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna...
That means it's got to be pink. And how far? 10 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm good with pink.
Boop.
And then, while enraged with my fancy new bonus, I'm going to go violent!
Oh, it
Here's
looks
my
like other
favorite
people
sword.
can't see the... I'm going to give everyone access to Sika so you can see her aura. So
Yeah,
you
that's
know
fine.
where it is. There you go.
Oh, that is a lot of spiders.
Oh,
Wasn't
I can see her
emotionally
angle
prepared
too.
for what Sika's eyes saw.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like a million.
I heard Caber's words, but I did not believe them.
So that's a 21 to hit.
21?
Yeah, 21 to hit.
That hits.
And then, doodly doodly doo. 10 silver slashing damage.
10 silver slashing damage. You describe your kill.
You know what? I know it's a slashing weapon, but I want to say like she just like ran up the stairs after the two book nerds and just like jammed her sword straight in its spider mouth.
You do that. It screeches and gurgles and then like shivers around your blade and then falls like on top of the blade and you just
And then
get
like
back
she's
out.
just gonna like pull it out and like whip off the blood and just be like, guess that spider's not a magician.
No one laughs.
Sean does!
Sean does. It's the NPC's turn. I need the Caleb. I need your consultation on something.
My consultation is available for a reasonable price.
Can an evocation wizard use their evocation feature to not only prevent damage to allies but also inanimate objects?
That seems reasonable. I will attempt to research that imminently.
Theron
Evocation.
rushes. Oh, okay. Wait, you're doing your. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just reading out loud. Yep, I'm definitely doing that. The evocation shenanigans allows you to choose a number of allies equal to 1 plus the spell's level. I would say it would stand to reason that you could protect objects in place of allies.
Okay. Theron casts Fireball. And he... let's see... Something like, well, I don't have it, but you hear this basically an explosion go off. Come on. Now, oh, it's because I'm doing the thing with the, right.
I imagine Caber looks mildly confused as the explosion makes Felsain scream like the coin.
Caber looks down at this coin. He's like, no,
By the
it's still in
way,
the
I assume that, oh crap, that's right. Well, yeah, so the coin's screaming right now, obviously.
Well, the coin is on.
Or not, the drink. No, it has to stay stationary, so it has to be back there. Or else it doesn't matter. You pick it up and it spells it. That's right. Anyways, here we go. I'm just going to use 1 damage roll if it's good, but I'm not going to cheat you all, because I don't want to, like, sit here and roll all day. That would be crazy.
Each of them get a dexterity saving throw. That's where the rolls come in. It's only supposed to be 1 roll of damage anyway, with Fireball.
Yeah, but I'm only going to make 1 roll, because, like, I don't want to, like, roll 30 times. And, anyways, they failed. And so that does 35 damage. And you see, like, Theron come up and just, like, draw this magical energy to himself and then, like, throw it. And then all of a sudden it just explodes in this room. But the fire, like spirals, like, around out of these things. And the backs of the spiders, like, they rear up as the flames are licking them, the ones in front of you. And they screech in pain, and you hear crackling and popping as their insect bodies are popping open and stuff. But none of the fires hurt you. And all of these spiders are dead. All of these back here, anyway. Except a couple of them.
The idea that they're hurting her is not why Felsain is screaming.
Can evocation wizards do that when other people cast spells?
Is it legal in Parenval to shout fire in a crowded library?
I'm going to say that he's able to protect
I'll bet someone appreciated that.
Given how many of them are dead, is it still considered a crowded library?
Yeah, we're here. There's a lot of us. And we're making a lot of noise and fire.
The ones in front of you are still alive, and some others maybe. And anyways, that is definitely Theron's turn. That's all he's got. The other NPCs cower in fear at what's going on and stay out of the way. And am I missing any NPCs? Oh my gosh. So that leaves Katawan.
Sorry, before Katawan goes, did the bugs have a turn after I cast Bonfire?
No, the bugs they've already taken their turn for the round.
That was before Felsain's turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind then. Just checking.
Yeah. Katawan.
Katawan takes his 30 feet of movement, moves up here in the thick of it all, and then he casts Word of Radiance on these two.
All right.
Say con 14.
They both pass.
Shoot. Each creature of your choice, you can succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6. So nothing happens.
All right. That makes it Caber's turn.
I'm going to stab one of these in the face with my rapier. Die, you big sucker! That is not great. I'm gonna burn an inspiration. Again. Not great again. That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right, good. It's going to take 4 piercing damage.
Which
then I'm
one?
Use, the one on that looks the strongest or the largest of the two.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon and have Scotty show up right here behind them. As I kind of switch hands and blow into my flute, calling for Scotty. Show up.
Scotty appears.
That'll be my turn.
Where did you aim for it with your rapier?
Like right in the thorax, I guess.
Yeah, you try to do that, but you miss as it's skittering like to the side, and then like you hit it right in the leg instead, and a bunch of like pussy Icarus juice like comes out of its leg, and you hear it like screech in pain, and then you summon Scotty, and that makes it Ren's turn.
Right, well, it's my turn. Well, I haven't seen anything interesting, so I'll assume there's like 2 spiders over there. And, you know, everyone seems to have this pretty well in hand. I think I'll kind of, hold the fort back here. Move a little bit closer to the staircase, keep an eye on our ghost friends, and end my turn.
I should note, they're not ghosts. They're, or at least they don't look like they're fully corporeal. Whatever that. If you're talking about these things, that could be the case. All right. Let's see.
Actually, I'll prepare to throw a frostbite if I see someone come within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
Someone spidery.
Someone spidery. Wait, were you saying something, Thomas?
No.
Okay. All right. They are going to try to attack Caber again because he's made them mad.
Why me, dirty fools?
Let's see. What's your AC?
15.
15. I think they both hit.
+1 with the...
Oh, +1 because of her radiance.
So 16. So I think 1 hits. Yeah. Yes. No. Both hit. Okay.
Well,
Plus 6. So you take... Oh, it didn't roll the other one. Why? 7, 10. So you take 16 damage as they start to surround you and like start like, stabbing into you, and one hits your shoulder, and but you've already passed your con save, so you don't have to do that again. And that makes it Felsain's turn.
And that means the spiders have to save on a 14 dex save, otherwise they take 10 fire damage, 5 if they succeed.
Let's see. They're in this fire, and they're like stuck between this like thing behind them, Scotty, and their friends that are on fire, and the fire's gone out and everything, but they see all their dead friends behind them, and they're just like between a rock and a hard place, and they're stuck in this fire. And
Felsain glaring at them because she blames them for the fact that somebody who was with the party used fire. It wholly blames the spiders for it, and points at the healthiest looking one that is in the fire and casts Toll of the Dead.
all right,
So it's a 14 wisdom save.
I won.
That is 13 damage.
Describe
of
your
necrotic
kill.
damage. I imagine it just rots away Thanos snap style into dust.
It does that. All right. Let's see. Anything else for Felsain?
I mean, do I lose concentration if I cast another cantrip? I don't know how concentration works.
Concentration only matters if you have other concentration spells, so even cantrips can have concentration.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm fine. No, I'm good with that, I think. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Okay. Let's see. Theron is going to cast Firebolt. He gets an 8 plus his 6, I'm going to guess. Or probably plus 5. Yeah, plus 5, so 13, which would be... let's see. Give it to me there. Oh, it hits. Okay. And so, off the top of your head, Firebolt, D6, right?
D10.
Oh yeah, D10. Okay.
Firebolt's a great cantrip.
And he kills it.
Cantrip?
And in fact, so,
Yep.
you know, Felsain casts this spell, and then, like, this other mage comes from behind you and then, like, throws a bolt of fire at it and finishes it off. And,
Actually, if you spit bubble, it should be 2d10.
oh, well,
That's true.
Not that it matters in the situation, but just for
Yeah.
it was enough to
note-taking purposes.
appreciate it. And, yeah.
It's a great cantrip.
Yes. Let's see. Monsters, Felsain, NPCs, Sika, Katawan.
Alright, is there a live spider here?
No, there are... I don't know, actually. Maybe there is. Let me
Oh,
move-
Sika didn't
Oh, there's
go.
one left, actually.
What? Yeah.
Oh, if Sika didn't go, then Sika can go.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna, in my barbarian rage, just like leap over, or can I just like sneak by the fire here? There seems like there's room there.
Sure.
And then I'm just gonna like come around and stab time.
All right.
Does a 23 hit?
It does.
All right, that'll be 15 silver sword damage because for whatever reason it's not adding my rage damage on my rolls.
You do 15 silver sword damage as you hack off, like you come around and hack off 2 of its arachnid legs as you come through. It starts to slip on its own ichor that it's shooting out of its hacked off limbs.
I'm finally not dying.
All right, Katawan.
Katawan is having trouble moving. Here we go. Katawan moves up beside Sika and casts Sacred Flame on the spider here.
Sacred Flame, all right. He
X14.
fails.
Okay. In that case, that'll be 2d8. And that is 10 damage.
Describe your kill with the sacred flame of Tempest.
I just outreach with my hand and, like, Fire Lord Ozai just roast this spider, you know?
You do that. And the spider's dead. There's 2 left. Let's see. That makes it Caber's turn again.
Sweet. So for I'm gonna use my movement first, get up here, and use my action to attack it. I miss as I roll this 5. Bonus action, I can move Scotty 20 feet up to here. He's gonna go ahead and bite into it. That's a 23 to hit.
Hits.
And he does 8 radiant damage as he like snarly bites into one of their legs and rips it off.
8. Yeah, he rips one of its legs off for sure.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. Rin.
All right. Well, there's a group. It's moving on up. I'll sort of motion at the ghosts and say, "All right, come on, stay with the group. Don't get lost behind, my ghostly friends." And I'll waltz up to the top of
I'm
the
not a
staircase.
ghost.
Yeah, that's exactly what a ghost would say. And I would like to cast Frostbite on the healthiest looking spider, if one exists.
Is it a saving
Don't
throw?
roll that. It is a saving throw.
That's
Let's
a
see.
20.
No, it succeeds, and I am sad.
I am also sad.
I'm not really sad. I'm like kind of disappointed. I'm more disappointed about that no one walked into my spikes. But you win some, you lose some, and sometimes you end your turn, like I do now.
All right. That makes it the monsters' turns. They're gonna try to attack Caber. Caber, if you haven't You take another inspiration token for your heroism. They both hit. And that is 2d8 plus 6. 2d8 plus 6 is 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 piercing damage. And that's it. Felsain.
Alright. Oh man, there are some still alive. I'm gonna point at... Do either of them actually have full health, or...?
One of them does.
I'm gonna point at the one that does not have full health, and cast Toll of the Dead again.
What's the DC save?
14 wisdom.
I don't think it has any wisdom.
Then it takes 22 necrotic damage.
It does. Okay, you kill it outright. And it crumbles also into dust.
Yeah.
Sika.
Oh, right. I'm just gonna charge in and keep being violent. I'm on the wrong sheet. That's gonna be a hard part, is managing the sheets correctly. Does a 21 hit?
It does.
Alright, that is going to be 13 silver slashing damage.
Wow. You hack off several of its limbs as Sika charges in. Anything else for Sika?
Nope.
Alright, Theron is going to cast a Firebolt. Still, I think it's a +5. 7 plus 5 is 13. Is it a 13? It is! It hits, so it's 2d10. Come on, Theron. 10! He kills it. Okay. You've got this fire here in the room that's still going on. Do you drop that fire or do you keep it?
Yes, I dropped that fire.
Right, so it doesn't catch anything on fire. You have this mass of dead, like crackling, burning, smelling, cooked spiders everywhere that are on their back, like curled up, and spiders that are hacked. Bright yellow ichor shooting out of limbs from dead spiders still twitching, a single limb on the ground, 3 times as big as you all are. This person here, roll 20 is kind of slow. He turns again to what seems like maybe his friend, and he says, "Lucas, where are we?" And Lucas is like, "I think that witch played a trick on us. Astra, I think she put us in that book in the end."
Well, while they're doing that, Felsain wants to sneak up very carefully and try to cast Mend on the book and see if they go back in it.
They do not. Get the impression that those pages were meant to serve this purpose.
Well, yeah, but I'm assuming they were turned into like actual pages of the book that are just going to be like a gap in the writing now. Felsain is upset.
Oh, I had this wrong actually. Anyway, but I will instead put it. Let me figure out where to put this.
So is the fighting officially over? There are no more movement from any of these spiders?
There's no movement from these spiders. Yeah, you're certain of that.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and chug a healing potion then.
Okay.
It's my only one I have, but I feel like now it's time to do it.
I didn't even realize you got hurt. I'm sorry.
Yeah, only like over half my hit points. It's fine. We're fine.
Well,
He has less blood than he has venom now.
I would heal you, but my heal doesn't take a spell slot, so I only get the one.
It's okay. I have a healing potion, and I actually rolled pretty well on it.
Now, look here. Well, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but who are you people? And where are we? And what are all these spiders doing here? And the other one's like, Lucas, I'm scared.
Felsain casts Manifest Mind Summon behind these two guys. So there's just this little, like, spirit-looking book floating back here.
Okay, well, this one, the elf one, like, falls to his knees, crying in fear, and you think you smell urine. You scared him. I don't know why you did that, but you monster.
Because I didn't want them to run away.
Well, they didn't.
This isn't the bathroom! Don't pee in the library!
I'm so scared! There, Astra. We'll get through this together. We made it out of Vermilon. We'll get through this too.
I got like a little book icon. Sorry.
Yeah, I probably have a book icon.
That's there because Felsain can like link to it. She's gonna walk away and start like inspecting anything that might be a book because of all the fire. Because she doesn't know that what's his face. Theron is a can protect things from his own spells guy.
Yeah, I want to know how would Felsain say anything, or how does Felsain feel when, you know...
Well, the first time he cast Firebolt, she screamed.
Yeah. And then
so right now she's going through everything and trying not to panic, and assuming that there are books that, you know, may be damaged by spider teeth, but not by fire, then she'll calm down, but...
Yeah, when you check all the books and papers, you find that, other than the ones, you know, where spiders are laying on top of them, they're all in good repair.
Then she's just gonna calmly come back and not say anything, and just ignore all that.
Theron glares at you.
Are there any spell scrolls or anything interesting over here in this hoard of books?
How long do you take to search?
As long as that conversation's going on. So a couple...
You don't find anything really interesting now.
What's this large structure that these spiderwebs are built on?
That looks like 3 stained glass panes, allowing in a greenish alien light. But looking out, you can't see anything looking from out. Like you just see a infinite green twilight.
Well, you two, you're inside what's called Felsain's Tower, or maybe you might know it better as Alaria's Tower, in the city of Paranval, what used to be Parabor.
Alaria?
Alaria.
That witch, we met her once, and she came asking about Vermilon. And, well, she must have played a trick on us. Astra? Astra's just like shivering in fear on the ground.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but there's only one way out of this here tower. You two are just gonna have to tough it up and stay behind us as we plow through, because there ain't no going back, it looks like. The door's shut. So, y'all just stay put, stay behind us, and try and stay safe.
Let's see. Well, all right. I don't suppose we have any choice. And he picks up. He like kind of lifts up Astra, his elf friend, and holds him around the waist to support him. Yeah, Caber, you don't find any papers or books of interest. they're all pretty mundane, the things that you find laying around. You do notice that they seem like they're in good repair. Like, it's not like these have sat here for 1,000 years or something.
Is there any other stairway leading further up? I can't really see. I don't know where Caber went, but I can't really see now.
Caber, yeah, he went off to another room here. Let's see here. And I'll kind of pan over to Caber. Everybody else will see darkness. Caber, when you go in this room, you see a kind of a lounge is what that room is. And then, I don't know where you disappeared to. Did your token get deleted? Okay. Okay.
Over here.
I'll get back to you in a second. Katawan, when you go and you look where Caber went, where the spiders are, you see what looks like almost like a conference room, or like a meeting hall with a large table and chairs. Other than the fact that there are really gross sacks of spiders that are like this big, in a mucousy, viscous mound that's twice the size of you on the wall, and all kinds of dead spiders. It looks like a nice, very well decorated area, and with elven architecture. Okay, back to Caber. Caber, when you go in this room, you see what looks like maybe a what would you call it? A scribes area where, like people do paperwork and correspondence. But then on this wall, you see some magical field. And this is a magical doorway.
Is it like the portals that we're used to seeing?
It is not like the portals you're used to seeing.
What I know of the design of this from the lore college and it being tied to the Kingdom of Light?
I think you would need to make a difficult Arcana check to determine that.
Hey, Theron, you want to come help me with this? Because Theron's freaking genius.
Yeah, okay. Interestingly, you notice he doesn't ask Felsain, Sean. And Theron comes over. And he's going to try to help you. He's got big arcane stuff. And he's not very helpful. And he says, I've seen portals. They naturally occur. But this is different than those that have occurred, the ones I've seen.
Felsain will remember that.
Felsain disapproves. That's not great. I don't learn anything. It's 11.
Hey, before we escape from this room, there's these people-shaped cocoons over here.
I'm gonna totally ignore the people-shaped cocoons, and do the people who were made out of paper still look like they're vaguely made out of paper at all, or are they like flesh and blood again?
They're flesh and blood.
Oh, interesting. Hey, Dungeon Master, I was, before Sean rudely interrupted me, I would like to use my silvered scimitar to open up these people-shaped cocoons.
All right, you just do that. You crack it open, and what falls out is a desiccated skeleton that's looks like it's been half eaten by acid. And when you check all of them, they're all like that.
And
however,
days,
you do find loot if you want it.
I will accept loot.
5 times humanoid, and I will get that to you later. We're out of time for the evening. However, before we end this evening, I would like your all's decision on what you plan to do next.
Find the key to go to the next floor, I guess.
Yeah, that's an interesting question there.
I bet that doorway is the door to the next floor.
No, it's not. That's a death trap. You need the key to go to the next floor.
Where's the door to the next floor?
No, we need the key. We don't need the door. The door will probably show up once we find the key.
We already have the key.
Oh, I thought the key was...
I realize that I'm the only person here with reading comprehension, but we have the book that's the key for this floor already.
Oh, well,
yes, the book the people came out of is the key for this floor to go to the next floor, but how do we use the people that came out to open the door?
Where Where is the door? No, we didn't kill them. They came out of the book.
It's a suggestion, not a statement of fact.
Yeah,
Yet.
suggestion: we kill them to open the portal to get to the next one.
That seems very dark.
Imagine that Caber has a selection of ritual daggers at this point.
I only have one. Thank you very much.
Felsain will just kind of take. Like, was Caber saying that?
Yeah, he only has one ritualistic dagger.
Okay, so having heard that, Felsain's just gonna walk over here and just like shove the high-pitched voice guy into this portal thing.
Jesus Christ!
I love it, like I like it. Okay, but it doesn't. I want to get everyone's consent on that, and it's totally.
Farron approves. I know Farron would like. No, we don't do that.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah. Mason would be like, go for it. You know?
Mason would be like, no, guys, don't push the innocent man in the portal.
Hey, he just came out of a fucking magic book. We don't know that he's innocent.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know Mason would say that. Like even then, you'd be like, no, we're not pushing that man through the portal. Okay, but nonetheless, what is it like? Does everyone consent to this man being pushed through the portal? You are all here playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight.
I mean, I won't be butthurt if you guys stop me.
It's okay. I just want to make sure I have consent before we do it. That's all.
Fine. Cadawan would try and stop him if he saw him try to push him through the doorway. He would try to.
Imagine Cadawan going, "No, stop." As reluctantly as possible.
So what does Thomas want before
I don't care either way, but Cadawan would try and stop him. I think if he saw him reaching to push him into the portal, Cadawan would try and stop him.
Well, this elf like bawls crying and like holds you all around your armor, like the best he can, like tries to hold you around the waist of your armor to not be thrown into this portal. So yeah, it's not very hard to stop that. But
does Felsain know if this is the door or not?
Felsain has no freaking idea. This whole place is like a magical maze. It's like 3D chess when you're expecting to play a normal game of 2D checkers.
Okay, so we don't know how to get to the next door. This is the only thing we have.
I mean, it could literally be as simple as having these two guys go open the actual door where the spiders were. Because I think there was a door there, wasn't there?
Was there a door there? Was there any other door in this whole place?
There was.
Oh no, that's a window. I lied.
Yeah.
So this is the door. This is probably the door to the next level.
We suspect so.
And that guy is about to find out.
Oh wait, are we doing this now? Tell me what we're doing. Are we?
I feel like we have to.
I feel like
apparently I tried to push him, and now he's clinging to Cadawan. That's my takeaway.
Are we throwing him in the portal? Player consent's what I need, and then
sits on the desk and watches because he's not going to push anybody near anything again because then he's instantly a villain. But he votes for it, but he is not taking part.
I was the bad guy last time I did it, but okay, I guess when
Felsain throws someone into a hole, Caber just like nods, respect.
Yeah,
you know.
Padawan volunteers to go through the portal, tie a rope around his waist, and see what happens.
There's some.
Hey, fine. Tie the rope around your waist, and then
I have a better idea. Can I just because I just manifested my awakened book, and I can see what it sees. So can I just send my awakened book spirit thing through?
Yeah. This is one of those situations where I need the actual text for that. Is there can you describe it to me? I'm sorry.
You can conjure.
No. Describe give me the title so I can just scan it real quick. I want to look it up.
It's called Manifest Mind. It's part of the Order of the Scribe from Tasha's.
Wikidot. Let's look at it real quick here. I just need to kind of. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, that is.
Yeah, I need to jump off here soon.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I want. Okay. I need you all to kind of give me some options because I'd just like to know what you are doing next session. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
We're trying to find the door to the next floor, the next level.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the right door.
Okay, but I know you got to go. So it's great. It's great seeing you, Thomas. Have a great night, and I'll see you next week.
All right. Good night,
Good to
guys.
see you.
See you
Well,
around.
hear you again.
Good
night,
Have a good
buddy.
one.
Stops manifesting if it is ever more than 300 feet away from you, or if someone casts spell magic on it. Those are
Thank
the
you.
only conditions that disapparate it.
Thank you. Okay, that's really simple. We can.
Oh, that's
I
what
don't
you
think
wanted?
Thomas would mind if you all want to try to resolve this thing.
I'm good for waiting. I don't want to like know something he doesn't. I would like to genuinely be surprised by whatever happens when he's part of the game.
Oh, okay. That's fine too.
I mean, if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind waiting. It'd be
I
a nice
like-
place to start.
yeah, sure.
Because otherwise, like, next time we'll do the thing that we already all know, and I'll just be like, I already know it.
All right. Well, that is it for the night then.